and we have been the knowledge management partner with them for almost last 2 years. So it is basically an agro advisory network through Airtel mobile phones. And what we are doing is basically 3-4 things. We are providing scientific backstopping, we are doing knowledge management, we are doing information quality assurance, very important. We have developed SOPs and doing audits so that the entire knowledge management, information management team is adhering to that. And we are also helping the agents, information agents, the contact center agents, with advanced inference engines and diagnosis tools to enhance their capacity as a contact center, as a farmer helpline agent. Then we have another big program called Plantwise, which is basically a P2P interaction between expert and farmer enabled with technology. This is a global program funded by Swiss SDC and DFID. And then we have another program in Bangladesh and Uganda, which is called Good Seed Initiatives, which is very unique because here we actually teach the local village women how they can preserve their seeds for the next season. And most of the technologies which emerge are indigenous, not they are developed in any laboratory. They have been developed by the farmer women themselves. And we have a big program called Direct to Farm, which is basically our latest and most important program, where we are trying to develop an ecosystem which will enable any mobile network operator or any development agency to directly contact its target audience, the farmers or whoever, without creating an intermediary infrastructure, because that takes a lot of time. So if there is an MNO, mobile network operator, wants to give agriculture information, they can start it from today. So that's our objective. So we will have a knowledge delivery. There will be plenty of farmer-friendly mobile apps. There will be a single window access for the agriculture information. There will be validated information and real-time information exchange and analytics across the ecosystem. So creating an effective content system for impactful agro-advisory services, basically there are 3 things: content features, content management, and delivery system features. As I already informed about the features, authoritative, accurate, let us look at the content management part, which is basically we have to have a standard metadata. Then you have to have a quality control workflows, and you have to have an interoperability, because it might go to the mobile, it might go to radio, it might go to the direct to DTH. And then there has to be a system, delivery system features. And how we can access, deliver these things, or how we can achieve this. So this is what we spoke in the beginning: partnerships, alliances, and linkages. We have to have partners for content delivery, which may be the mobile network operators, VAS providers, rural service providers like IKSL or application developers. We have to have alliances with the content management, intermediaries, agriculture universities, natural agriculture research systems, and linkages for the actual service delivery at the end of the day, because that closes the loop. And this is the cycle of quality assurance. Here you can see in the beginning, in the middle, there is a balance. One side is generic information, other side is customized information. For each information which you customize, there is a cost, value-added cost linked to that. And all the delivery service provider has to always strike a balance: how much generic information you can give, how much customized you can give. It's a very fine balance. Hyper customizations, hyper priced. Generic, free information. Where you want to be, you have to strike that balance depending upon your target audience. And then there is a content quality assurance workflow, starting from aggregation of information, warehousing of information, then accessing that information, disseminating that information, and feedback. Some of the audience pointed out very strongly about the feedback, very important, because without feedback, your circle breaks here. You don't know next time the information which you are aggregating is correct or not. In summary, the farmers need information, but they are sometimes skeptics. Each farmer is operating within its unique climatic, socio-economic, and demographic environment. Hence, one solution never fits all. There is a lack of trust factor about the agro-advisory services among farmers, especially the smallholder farmers, because they don't know who these people are. They live in cities and just over mobile phone they talk something. Agro-advisory services need to deal this by providing authentic and hyper-localized informations, taking leverage of partnerships, alliances and linkages for maximizing impact and minimizing cost. If you have right partners, it minimizes your cost and maximizes your impact. And having a robust information quality assurance process in place, they will be able to win the trust factor of the receivers of these informations. And this is my last slide. If you have quality information, it is the key to help the poor farmers address their food security challenges. Thank you very much. Hope I have been closely within the time. Currently, our partner IKSL delivers in, I believe, 18 local languages. And then which we have new partners, and they work in the different areas. For example, northeastern side of India is not covered by IKSL service. So there we have different partners who deliver those local languages.
Yeah. You've obviously put a lot of efforts. Can you hear me on this?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, you've obviously put in a lot of efforts on the localizing of information and individualizing almost. As you look towards this hyper-localization, did you feel actually that the customer groups are willing to pay a premium over the general information? Do you have any idea? You have a positioning on that?
Absolutely. You have struck a brilliant point. And I will just briefly share my information or my experience about market price, which in India we call mandi price. Now, mandi price is basically sourced from the government system, where they have supposed the government listed mandis, and they have the person sitting there who updates the information, and it is available free of cost, so you just have to aggregate and disseminate. But what we have found out that a lot of farmers are not happy about that, because in some states, I will not name which state, but in some states, even for months, the mandi price information is never updated. So on an experimental basis, we tried to do a small thing, that we hired a person who will actually go from village to village markets in the morning, collect the actual price of the particular commodities, and then give that feedback, and that will be delivered to the local farmers. And the condition was that they have to pay 10 rupees extra for this service, and 100% of those people who were given these options, they agreed and paid 10 rupees extra. But the other factor which works here is the trust. How they will know that what you are saying is actually what you are delivering? One way is that you can go and cross-check. The other way is that we showed them that we give a GPS-enabled handset to these agents who are going to the markets. And actually, if they don't go to the market and go to some other place and give a fraudulent report, on their handset we can locate where they are on that particular point of time. So these guys cannot bluff. They have to go to the market, and they will have to get the information from that market. So that ensures that the trust factor is there, because we have a robust quality assurance policy.
There's actually another issue in that particular thing, though, which is the information collected from the buying selling agents is frequently positioned how they want to position it. Have you got underneath that problem? Or?
I didn't get you. Can you explain?
Yeah. So sometimes I inflate the price to bring people in, but I give a lower price as a market agent.
No, that what happens is that when this person goes to the market, generally the mandis operate there on auction basis. So the farmers, they come there with their produce, and the buyers are there, and then the auction. So someone has to be present there to see what is the price going on their auctions. So there is no way you can inflate that. Because if you say in the auction that I pay 100 rupees, immediately you have to pay 100 rupees. There is no way that you can later reduce that. But there are other factors, like what will happen if all the farmers go to that market. Then obviously the economics says the price will come down. But that is a different issue. The point is that it is a hyper-localized information which is not available in the government system. And farmers are willing to pay, but we can't say how many will be, because this is a very small micro experiment we have done in one of the states. But definitely, I mean, people are here, and you can in your own programs or projects, you can use this theory, and then you can see for yourself whether it works or not.